In this video, we're going to talk about production possibility curves. PPC is a very simple model of an economy that can only produce two goods, in this case, apples or bananas. So if this economy put all of its resources into the production of apples, it would produce 100 units of apples. If it put all of its resources into the production of bananas, it would produce 120 units of bananas. So the economy has to decide what combination of apples and bananas to produce. So in this example, they have chosen to produce 70 units of apples and 90 units of bananas. The economy could increase its output of apples by 10 from 70 to 80, but this would require a reduction in banana output from 90 to 70. So the opportunity cost of 10 extra apples from 70 to 80 is a reduction in banana output of 20 units from 90 to 70. It could increase its output of bananas from 90 to 100, so 10 extra units of bananas, but that would require a reduction in apple output of 10 units of apples from 70 to 60. So you'll notice that the opportunity cost does not stay the same. On a curved production possibility diagram such as this one, the opportunity cost is different at every level of output. As well as opportunity cost, we can use PPCs to show changes in employment levels. A movement from X to Y shows that the economy is not producing at full capacity. It could be producing a combination of 70 and 90, but it's only producing a combination of 60 and 80. That's because it's not using all of its available factors of production. If an economy is not using all of its available factors of production, we say that there is unemployment in that economy. Here we're moving from Y to X. We're moving from a position where we've got unemployment, where we're not using all of our factors of production, to a position where we've got full employment. So we're producing at full capacity because we're on the PPC. So here there is a reduction in the level of unemployment. So just to make this clear, a point inside the PPC shows unemployment. Here we're moving to a position outside of the PPC from X to Z, producing 80 and 100 units. It's possible to say that that's unobtainable, that that's beyond what the economy is capable of producing. It's probably even more correct to say that it's unobtainable in the long term. It's possible to get to position Z, but only for a short time. So for example, we could ask our labour to work a 7-day week instead of a 5-day week. That might be possible to do that for a few weeks, but it's unlikely that our labour is going to be willing to do that for a sustained period of time. If position Z is unsustainable in the long run, that implies that we must return back to position X. So in the long run, we'll always be in a position on the PPC. The PPC shows all of the equilibrium levels of output that we can achieve. Equilibrium, remember, means efficiency. In this case, productive efficiency. This diagram shows economic growth. The economy has become more productively capable than it was before. It can produce more bananas and more apples. There must have been an increase in either the quantity or the quality of the factors of production available. So, for example, there may have been an increase in the level of technology available to this economy. In this diagram, the economy has actually shrunk. It's become less productively capable than it was before. So we must have lost some factors of production. It could be because there's been a natural disaster or a war, or maybe we've had some outward migration. We're no longer talking about apples and bananas here, we're talking about consumer and capital goods. This economy has made a decision to increase the output of capital goods at the expense of consumer goods. So fewer consumer goods are being made and more capital goods are being made. Remember, consumer goods are those which are used for themselves. So I would buy a television to watch a television, whereas a capital good is used to make something else. So for example, I might buy some textbooks in order to increase your education. As a result of that investment in capital goods, the economy has become more productively capable over time. So if we move from A to B, we're hoping that the economy is then going to grow to C.